This is what Disney is backing. This is what Disney is saying that they are in favor of. And that's why Disney is falling apart. Hey, I just want to say real quick, we got some of our new merch out right now. This is one of my favorite shirts, Read the Bible. If you want to support this channel, you can check out the link below. It says shop our merch. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. You know, things are just awkward at this point with Disney. You know, it's just weird seeing one of the most powerful companies in the world just fall apart. And it's due to this insatiable appetite from the left to just destroy everything that they get their hands on, because they're dead set on wanting to indoctrinate children and bring everybody that they can into their depravity. And they're trying to destroy society right before our very eyes. And we're just sitting back letting them do it. And you're seeing companies like Disney jump on this bandwagon, just completely full bore. Bandwagon. Did I say that weird? Check this out. DeSantis' Central Florida Tourism Oversight Board nullifies Disney's 11th hour deal. Disney files lawsuit. So Disney is suing the government. They're suing the government of Florida. They're suing DeSantis for nullifying their last minute deal that they had, that, you know, obviously trying to be sneaky, but it didn't work for them. Now, I want you to pay attention to the details in this article because it's kind of crazy what's going on. Hey, would you mind hitting that subscribe button and being a part of this community with us? I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, you know, when you like this video, YouTube will push it out to more people, and it would really help spread this message. But first, this all started, I don't know if you remember, back when the Don't Say J bill completely, just absolutely lying through their teeth, the left was, about this Florida bill, where this Florida bill was that they wanted to ban sexual orientation and gender identity indoctrination to be taught to children by teachers, and Disney was sitting back quiet, right? Florida was trying to pass a law. Believe it or not, we need laws to protect children from indoctrination now. It's so ridiculous. And I'm not law crazy. I'm not one that just says make a law for everything. I think, in fact, our government's too bloated with lawmakers. Disney was quiet at first, and then there was protest that Disney wasn't being a good ally. You're bad. And so what happened? The CEO of Disney bowed to the left, of course, and came out against a bill that protected children from being indoctrinated by their teachers behind their parents' backs. And Disney started a war. And DeSantis said, no, we're not going to put up with that. And also remember, Disney has a super secret, not so secret agenda against children.
Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. I don't have to be afraid to like, let's have these two characters kiss. Let's in the background start. Like I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness to like if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud of it. But like I just was like, no one would stop me and no one was trying to stop me.
And thankfully, Florida did pass where they restricted sexuality and gender identity discussions through the 12th grade. That means teachers cannot use children as their own experiments. And then also, Florida passed a law that made putting on inappropriate adult-only swag shows illegal for children. So basically, you cannot put on a swag show, an inappropriate adult entertainment show in front of children. Shocker, right? This is how they start. So they're at their protest, right? And this is what happens. They say, the guy gets up, first of all, I want to acknowledge your existence. Imagine literally catering to people that you have to say every time that you acknowledge them and that you affirm them. Imagine having to cater to people like this every single day. But this is what they said. Drag queens are not just entertainers, we're valued contributors to society. Small business owners, parents, teachers, nurses, first responders, and much more. Floridians know we pose no threat. That's why we're united here, using our powerful collective voices to encourage political activism, register votes, and resist policies that harm us. So this is what they're saying harms them. The Child Protection Act, which would revoke the food and beverage license of any business that admit children to any adult live performance. So this is an attack because you can't be sexually explicit in front of children. This is what Disney is backing. This is what Disney is saying that they are in favor of. And that's why Disney is starting to lay off thousands and thousands of people. Just this year, 7,000 employees. Disney is falling apart. And I did a video, if you want to go see more of the reasons why Disney is tanking, you can see their movies are tanking. They're laying off employees. They're begging their old CEO to come back to try to fix things. They're falling apart right before our very eyes. And they're still just on this mission to want to support this indoctrination and this depravity that's tanking them. Now, Disney is suing Florida because Disney was given 60 years ago, was given basically a plot of land, and the Florida government said you can do whatever you want on it, whatever you want with it, and you are basically your own self-governance now. You do not need to be beholden to the laws of the land, essentially. Can I make my private business above the law? Can any just private business be above the law? Public business? Does it have to be on the stock market? Like what do you have to do to be above the law in this land? Well, apparently Disney knew what to do. I mean, be filthy rich. Disney should have never been given above the law privileges in the first place. So it says the former board signed an agreement to transfer its power to the company on February 8th, and an agreement was recorded with the Orange County Comptroller on February 9th, the same day that the Florida House passed legislation that renamed the Reedy Creek Improvement District, which was Disney's self-governance land, that's what it was called, to the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, because it now belongs to Florida, and removed Disney's self-appointed board and replaced it with a board appointed by the governor. They, Disney, are not superior to the laws that are enacted by the state of Florida, DeSantis said during a press conference last week. They thought they could create a development agreement that would render everything we did null and void. That's not going to work. DeSantis later said whatever rationale there was 60 years ago to give Disney special privileges to govern itself, clearly now we're in a much different era as a state. We've got a lot of competitors that are treated differently, a lot of businesses and individuals treated differently. Exactly. Every other business and every other individual is beholden to the laws of Florida except for Disney. Disney's obviously trying to wield their power to indoctrinate children. They're literally trying to wield their power to turn your children against the natural order of things. And so Disney's tanking. Their movies are flopping. And they're laying off thousands and thousands of employees. More and more, they're losing. And they still don't want to understand why. But hey, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, being a part of this community, I'd love to hear from you on a regular basis. And also hit that thumbs up button. And when you like this video, it'll get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread this message. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.